Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 4, Episode 44. It is a nice day today. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. All the snow is gone. It's all melted. It is 39 degrees outside. Man, it is such a nice morning. Sunlight coming through the clouds, just wonderful. It's going to dry the roads. The temperature is going to shoot up, and it's going to be really good today. Let me catch up here a little bit with you, trying to think back. Yesterday, okay day. Overall, did pretty well with all the different things that I'm doing. Only got a little bit of money in yesterday. It's always concerning when there's a bunch of money held up. I believe I got like 4,000 in, and I'm owed another almost 2,000 from yesterday. So still waiting for like 26 or 28,000 to come through, and usually just around the time I'm about to panic is when it all comes through. So should be coming anytime. On my way to the office. Today is Tuesday. Today is the day that we have bagels, and I'm not eating carbs right now. So what is going? I got a meeting early, and I forgot about that, so that's not good. Looks like I have a meeting in 13 minutes, and I don't think I'll be at the office in 13 minutes. That's nice. Yeah, I was having a meeting with someone yesterday, and I told her that we need to go ahead and schedule another meeting to talk about whatever, and looks like she set it up for very early this morning, so that's whatever. Well, I'll just drive and talk. I don't care. Let me see. I did have a problem with one of the side things I do. It's not a big problem. It cost me a couple $100, but I was very frustrated. It was a technical difficulty that was not on my side, and I'm attempting to get that money back, but it may be lost. And although it's frustrating, and although I'm going to talk a big game about not dealing with these people anymore, it's just too much money to do that right now. Interesting thing happened also. I got an email this morning. If you remember back, I think it was November maybe earlier, that I had a problem with a casino where I won a little bit, maybe, I don't remember, 500 or 700 or something, I don't remember, but I was their top tier. I was playing unrated, and I wanted to cash out without showing ID, and they said, yeah, go ahead, we'll call over there and let them know you're coming. And then they asked me for ID, and I said no. They told me I don't need it, and it became a big deal. And I called gaming, and gaming's like, no, you don't have to show them ID, but since you don't want to show them ID, now you're suspicious, so now we need your ID because you're suspicious. What? You break my Fourth Amendment rights? Suspicious is not a crime. So if I'm suspicious, fill out an SAR. Don't suspicious activity report. You don't have the right to violate my Fourth Amendment. And I was okay because I was recording it, and then as I was preparing to release it, I noticed that I had deleted the recording by mistake, and I couldn't recover it, and I was very frustrated. Well, I got an email from them offering me $175 a week in free table bets and $50 a week in food. Now, is that worth it for me to drive all the way there? I don't know. Probably not. It's an extra hour and a half out of my way. I haven't really been in that direction for a long time since that, and I even before that I would only go there maybe 2 or 3 times a year. But I'm considering maybe going out there every week for it, playing it on a low limit table, and then playing the high limit separately. Maybe play the high limit, finish my play, and then before I cash out, go to the low limit table and give them my ID and play that quick 175 on anything, and then just go cash out. So that's what I'm considering. I don't know. I might just be doing it just to get some money from those guys. I'll see what I can do. I'm going to try to fit it into my schedule once a week. Now, also, I do have something else available that I didn't have before, and that's crossing over the border. I have some possible okay plays as well. Is it worth it to cross over for okay money? I haven't decided. I probably will not do it. I don't know though. It's all up in the air. So a couple weird offers there. Other than that, it's a nice day, and we're heading off to the office, and I'm going to see what I can do about getting on this phone call as well. And I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back. It is 11 a.m. and I am leaving the office, heading to the first casino stop of the day. I will try to stop by the bank on the way back to the office and try to do that wire again now that I have more information. The guy, amazingly, did already send out the necklace that I ordered, even though I haven't paid him yet. But we've done business with him for a lot of years. Like, my family's done business with him for 50 or 60 years. So he definitely trusts us. So, but, we don't want to take advantage of that trust. I need to get that money out today. So, and if it doesn't work with the bank, I'm going to have to find another way to get it to him. So, anyway, that's what's going on right now. I am leaving the office. There's light rain outside, 41 degrees. And so much for the road getting dry, and hopefully tomorrow everything will be better, because tomorrow is the big one, the big day. So hopefully it's a safe day tomorrow. I'm estimating tomorrow/Thursday will be about between 900 and 1100 miles round trip. So it'll be interesting. So for now, letting you go, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back, and so I went into that casino and started looking, and I saw a borderline play initially. I knew somebody was there messing around. I was cool with that. Thought I'll still find some stuff. I ended up finding like one play, and I lost like 40 cents on it. It was like there was nothing happening. But this borderline play had some things about it that made it okay. So I gave it a shot, and it actually went pretty well. And that was the only thing that I played. That was at like $1.50 a spin. And I ended my session actually pretty well. I was there for a good half hour looking at things. And I ended ahead $97. So $97. And I'm going to go grab something to eat. I am going to get Wendy's. They have a Baconator deal going on right now that is $3 each, son of Baconator. So I'm getting that. I'm going to get a couple of those, no bun, and that's what I got to do right now. Trying to do the right thing, trying to keep my carbs low, keep my sugar low. So we're going to go pick that up, and then we'll head back to the office. And I'll come back in a little while and update you. Actually, I'm going to head to the bank, and then I'll be back to update you later. All right, guys, I'm back. So I actually recorded about 5 minutes and then deleted it because I didn't want to hurt everybody's feelings, because maybe it was a little bit too aggressive. So let's go back. We're going to be a little bit more gentle. I'm not going to mention one of the things that I'm going to be doing tonight that may hurt people's feelings, so we're going to forget about that. I am going to mention, though, it's 3 o'clock. I'm just leaving the office, and I want to talk about, I went to the bank earlier, and I did wire that money for a fee of $75. $75 fee. Now, I think that's a little bit ridiculous when I'm sending very little money. So I can send $5 million worth of XRP in 30 seconds for less than $1. But I'm sending less than $2,000 through the banking system in American dollars. I have to go to the bank, give them my ID, have them take it out of my account, or explain where the money came from, tell them all the information of the other person, tell them the reason why I'm sending it. It's not good enough for me to say I want to send it, and then pay a $75 fee. I don't get it. If I can send $5 million in digital currency for 80 cents in 30 seconds, the bank has to charge me $75. I think that's just wrong. So I think you're going to see more and more people moving toward digital currency, whether it's X payments or whatever it might be. And I think this is the opportunity right now, because with innovation, which is what we have right now, comes opportunity to lower costs, and the banks are just going to get destroyed in this. The banks are going to lose a lot of business if they don't switch over to digital currency, and if they don't lower those fees. So they're going to become obsolete. It's going to be the 80 and 90 and 70-year-olds, maybe 70-year-olds, that send it that way. And in 20 years, no one's going to be sending it that way. They're going to be like a telegraph office wondering where everybody went, because now we have a telephone. So anyway, with that in mind, that wasn't even the aggressive part that I removed, but with that in mind, I do have a meeting tonight at 6:30, and so I have to move it along a little bit. My goal is to head to the casino, make a little bit of money, possibly, if I have time, get a haircut, and then go to this meeting tonight, and then get home and try to get to sleep early, maybe 10 o'clock, so that I'm fresh for the next 2 days. I'll be up for 2 days, and hopefully that will help me make more money because I'm fresher. So anyway, don't get fresh with me. Anyway, heading off to this casino. 61 degrees outside, and mostly cloudy skies, a little bit of sun peeking in. Really nice day. 2 days ago there was about 3 inches of snow on the ground. Now there's no snow, and I'm pretty happy about it. So anyway, letting you go for now, and I'll be back to update you soon. Alright guys, I am back, just leaving here. It is so hot outside. 61 degrees, feels like 80 right now. But it's completely sunny now, no clouds in the sky. It's just a beautiful day, light breeze, very nice out. And just leaving this casino. I wonder if I did that wrong yesterday. Did I have some segments out of place yesterday? I may have done that, or the day before. I don't know. It doesn't matter at this point. So I go in there, and I see a machine right away that I want. I see someone checking machines. We're friends. And then I see this machine I want, and this lady sits down ahead of me, and I'm like, dope! So I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, and she's clueless. She doesn't know what she's playing, doesn't understand the game, how it works, anything. So then I'm talking to this guy, and he's telling me about this one game. It's relatively new, about 6 months old, and it's kind of like a must-hit buy. It's got a limit to it, but once it reaches the limit, it doesn't have to pay. So it can sit at the limit, which I've never reached a limit on there. I've gotten close, but never quite there. But I know 2 people that have now. And he was telling me he was playing it at the minimum, which is less than $1 a spin, and lost $300 on there on a play that was like $10 EV. So that was just unbelievable. Then he took off, and the lady's still sitting there, so I walk around a little bit. I find a machine I want to play, sit down, play that one through, and actually do pretty well. I end up ahead like 314 on it. So, and then she finally gets up, leaves her sweater there. I got to go chase her down and give her the sweater, and then I sit down and start playing. And I had started with $200, and I was at 514 when I sat down. Immediately I got a big line hit, like within 30-40 spins. This is at like $2 a spin, and it brought me up to like 589. And then I went through this desert period. It was so dead for a long time, and just continued playing and waiting for it to get there, and it eventually paid out. I had two small line hits for like $100 a piece, and by the time it paid out, man, I was like, man, am I gonna have to put money in this machine? I didn't think it was gonna take this long, but I was down to like $100, and then when it hit, I was at like $338, I believe. And then when it hit, it paid a little over $400. Then I just decided to take one more lap, and I found a nice, easy one, just like my friend did. Nice, easy machine, quick hit and get up. And that one went on and on and on as well. And finally, I ended up leaving that machine ahead $506. So I'm on my way out. I see a friend of mine. He's playing this old Buffalo machine that's not beatable. That's all he plays. He plays that and this new machine, actually. It's also Buffalo theme. That's not beatable. And he doesn't care. He just plays it and plays it and plays it. And I didn't realize that he had gotten divorced like 5 years ago. He told me that they were living separately, but he never said that they were divorced. So he was telling me that he recently won a jackpot for like $4,800, and they brought him $1,600. They said he owed the rest in child support. So whatever. She was a really nice, smart lady too, and I don't know how they ever ended up together, but they really didn't fit in well together. But anyway, she actually worked for me for a little while. But anyway, right now I think I'm gonna go get a haircut. You know, one of my favorite songs is Get a Haircut and Get a Real Job. Have you heard that song by George Thorogood? Get a haircut and get a real job. Clean your act up and don't be a slob. Get it together like your big brother Bob. Why don't you get a haircut and get a real job? That's a good song. I could sing the whole thing to you, but that'll cost you extra. It's free to listen. It's $10 to turn it off. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so now let me look at the map here. So everything's got an app now. So let me see my part of town at least, so I don't end up running out of time. Oh man, way up there. Yeah, I'll do that one. Do this one. Anyway, yeah, we'll figure something out. We're gonna get a haircut, and then I'm probably gonna go home and change clothes, so I don't, I'm not all hairy and stuff, and head over to my meeting. In the meantime, hang in there. I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back. I am gonna make a big stink at this meeting to get my way, because they are doing something that I don't think is proper. I don't think it's legit, and I'm going to be the minority in this, but everyone's going to disapprove of what I have to say, but I'm going to say the truth, and I'm going to work toward the right result for everybody. So we'll see what happens. I'm not worried about it. I'm not afraid of it. I've never been afraid to make confrontations when I'm right, and that's one thing that I grew up learning, is when you're in the right, you have nothing to fear. So we'll see what happens. So heading out to my meeting right now. Got a nice haircut, looking gorgeous, man. I got to be careful not to get into a car accident. I keep looking at myself in the mirror. So anyway, off to my meeting. I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back. I'm just leaving this meeting, and just to give you an idea, this is like a group of people that get together, and they work on something for the benefit of our fellow man, right? That's what we do. There are 5 of us with some supporting people, and I wanted to make a move that all these normal stiffs thought was not reasonable, even though my move was actually better for everybody.
but they didn't want to have backlash for believing what I believe or trusting what I say. And we actually only had 4 people tonight. And so I said my piece. I said what I thought should happen, what I thought we should do. And I knew I was outnumbered the whole time. I mean, I know this group, and I know how they think. And the one person says, no, thank you, right away. And I knew she was going to do that. Whatever. You don't hurt my feelings. And then the other guy said, well, I don't know. And he's hemming and hawing about it. I don't think it's a good idea, and all this stuff. So that's 2. One person wasn't there. That's 3. So there's one other person, and he's like looking to the left, looking to the right, thinking. He's not giving his opinion, looking left, looking right, thinking, looking at it. And he goes, if we wanted to make this change, what would it take for us to make this change? So the helpers decided, they thought about it, and they told us what we had to do to make the change. And that was it. And then the meeting ended. We all left. And that's exactly where I thought I was, 2 to 3. I don't know. There's a new person, and I don't really know where he fits in. But from where he comes from, I have a prejudicial idea of how he's going to vote. So we leave, and the one girl goes running to her car immediately. She wants nothing to do with me ever again now because I proposed something that was different. But the other guy, I walked slow, and he walked next to me. He didn't walk ahead of me like everybody would when they're leaving. He walked next to me. And when she was out of earshot, he said, well, before you came here, it was 4 to 1. At least now I know that it's 3 to 2. And I'm like, that's good to know. That's where I thought you were, but you never said a word about it. And I knew this guy was kind of a wimp, and I know that he wasn't going to speak up yet, but I had a feeling that he was on my side. So I'm going to give it 6 months. I'm going to bring it up again. We'll see with this new guy and see what he thinks. And it's the right thing to do, but there's a lot of pressure from the outside, even though the idea of what we have right now is in the tank as far as politically, as far as the polls and what people think. We're going to continue with the status quo, which is wrong. Because we don't want to get any backlash, which is fine. I've been in the news before for backlash on a similar issue, and I've been sued before, and I've won before. So we'll see what happens, and I'm going to stand up for what is right, even if I'm made fun of, ridiculed, put down, whatever it is. I'm going to do the right thing because that's who I am, and that's what I believe. Anyway, enough of that. Right now, I am heading home, and we're going to rest. It's about 8 o'clock right now. We're going to rest and hang out with the family, get some early sleep. Tomorrow, I want to take a hat with me. I want to take a change of clothes. I want to get different shoes because the Indian casinos that I'm going to go to communicate with each other, and I may even switch licenses on the car too, since the new tags are I already have stickers for the new tags, and I'm reusing tags from before, so everything is ready to go. All I have to do is put it on the car, but I may use separate licenses tomorrow just to be a different person. So we'll see. If everything goes beautifully tomorrow, nobody needs me back at home, nothing weird happens, the goal is going to be to hit 5 casinos in the next 36 hours are Indian casinos, and then probably 8 other casinos as well, and we'll see what happens. So that's what's going on right now. Heading home, 45 degrees outside, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.